know.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
And it fought. Just scream. The best would be if that was how it started. Just be screaming 5, half of 5.
That's exactly. Only I got to enjoy that.
That's just for you, buddy. Just for you. Let's go, B words. What's up? Hi, I'm gonna. That's my new opening. Is let's go, B words.
We're not gonna. You can't.
Hello, internet.
Especially now, you can't open with that.
Why? I could say B words.
What is
the Overton window is shifting to the right, Derek.
Dale,
the fucking libtards lost.
I saw your fucking
tweet. Too high to the sun.
I saw
you
your tweet.
You want to save spaces? Now you got fascists. I hope you're proud of yourselves.
The Overton window has been shifting to the right for like 40 years.
No, it was shifting to the left.
No.
And everybody who didn't fall in it, the libtards were trying to call them fascists and Nazis. And guess what happens when you call conservatives fascists? They're like, oh yeah, we're fascists. We forgot for a second.
The Supreme Court banned abortion because liberals insulted them, not because liberals have been calling them on this for, and we'll get into all that. But I saw your tweet about the Overton window, and the Overton window has been shifting. There are studies that show it's been shifting progressively right, which is why in the United States, the debate is whether it isn't whether trans people deserve to be treated like human beings. It's whether they're child groomers or not. That's where the Overton window is. So it's like,
yeah, but 40 years ago, you couldn't even be trans and be around children.
Yeah. So that's like,
so I feel like it's gone a little left.
It's
no, see what I mean by the Overton window shifting left is so many people who used to be left like 10 years ago felt like the left was going further left and were shamed. And then they were like, fine, I'll just go to the right. Like me personally, I've always been a left guy, but the left has been like, you're not left enough, motherfucker. And I'm like, I'm just going to be center then.
Yeah, but that's your echo chamber. Cause like both sides.
Echo chamber.
100%.
I don't have an echo chamber. Nobody replies to me, Derek. I need replies for the echoes.
I just have an empty chamber.
Yeah, it's just me screaming in an empty room.
Both sides of the political spectrum have been shifting to the extremes. So now there's like a tiny little fraction of like people in the center or whatever, or who aren't like, who are moderate.
For me, Derek.
Moderate
keep your logic and put it in a sock.
Okay, fine.
Libtards lost.
It's all the left's fault.
I just want to say the libtards lost.
Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Outrage, to read the podcast where we look at the things that made people mad online this week and explain why they're done for caring. I'm your co-host Derek Boland.
I'm your other co-host Dale DeRuiter.
You want to just?
I got some good news that we can agree on.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you want to talk about politics more?
We got
right.
We got it.
Okay. I will say,
let's do the good news.
The first. One good news that we'll both agree on. Do you want me to say it right now?
Yeah. You know, when you go and you're like, I have good news and I have bad news. Which do you want first? Give me the good news first.
Okay.
This was not a good news week.
Actually, I don't know if you're going to think this is good news.
I probably won't.
But that B word, John Horgan, quit. He's out. He's resigned. He got in on a loophole and he leaves like a bozo. He's like, oh, like he got over cancer. How do you get over cancer and be like, you know what? I'm going to quit even though I beat this terrible disease
I
could fucking run on it for 5 years of goodwill and do whatever the fuck I want as premier. He's now that I have this ace card to do whatever I want, I'm just going to leave.
Okay. You know what what it's like being on Twitter and just having people yelling at you that your opinions are wrong all the time?
Yeah, I'm friends with you.
Good one. Imagine that, but you can't log off because it's your fucking job and all you have is like I used to think like at some point in my life I would love to go into politics and like make a difference. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, there is a 0% chance I will ever fucking subject myself or my family to that because it seems like a pit of hell. So respect to Jehovah for
the best would be
out.
If you were into politics and then you came to me and you're like, I know we've been best friends for like 27 years or 25 years, 25-year anniversary this summer. You're like, we've been best friends for 25 years.
I feel like,
but I got to see this through, Dale. I can't take you with me. And I'll be like, was it worth it, Derek? giving up on our friendship just so you could have strangers like you. I mean, and then at the end of the movie, you would just be like Bulworth and spit straight truths, and then we could stay friends, and you could be a politician.
I was gonna say
because you could have it all.
I'd probably take you with me. You'd probably be like my chief of staff or my.
I'd be your hype man.
Yeah, there you go, chief of staff.
I'd be like
the Kid Rock to my Donald Trump.
There you go. Oh, I don't want to lose my chance to make a good joke. Remember when you were saying how bad it would be to be Horgan and he's getting all these bad tweets? Imagine that. And he's just like, and I fucking cheated to get this? It just makes it so much worse.
Yeah, it does. Wait, how did he I can't even remember.
He used a loophole. He's like, I lost, but the Green Party and maybe
the coalition
party
thing.
now.
Yeah, I remember.
We're party. And
wait, does that mean we have a
No, because he called a snap election in the middle of COVID, and everybody's like, "What? You're doing an election?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, I won!" Nobody had a chance.
Wasn't that a federal election, or was that?
No, there was a federal and a provincial snap election because Trudeau was like,
"Fucking people."
Trudeau was like, "I'm going to call a snap election and get fucking majority," and then everybody was like, "Yeah, we fucking you seen these bumper stickers? We hate you." And he was like, "Oh shit!" And he almost didn't even win.
But he did, sadly.
Except for the Conservatives of Canada. What's the National Conservative Party? Is it just the Conservatives?
The Conservatives, the Conservative Party of Canada. The CPC.
They're just like such evil assholes that everybody's like, fuck, we hate Trudeau, but we can't just vote Conservative.
Well, they're also dumb. It's like Trudeau is like not particularly popular or well liked. Like the entire motto of the Liberals in Canada should be, hey, at least we're not the Conservatives, because that's literally the only reason people vote for them. Be like, well, it could be worse.
Actually, the motto of the Canadian Liberals is, okay, it's blown that way. That's where we're going.
Yeah. That's what we're doing. That is for our international
that's listeners. The only reason I love them, because Trudeau, with all his faults, he'll just do whatever you say. And now, although it's kind of bad now that the States has gone so fucking bonkers crazy to the right that we might see a little bit of that up here. Not because we're directly tied to the US, but because Trudeau's an idiot and he'll just think that's what people want because that's what they want in the States.
I mean, in a way, no, Trudeau knows his every time the States, like Trudeau knows to lean into the at least we're not America narrative, because every time the States does something, it's like there's a school shooting. We talked about this on the podcast last week, but there's a school shooting and Trudeau's like, I'm going to make handguns harder to get. And there's this Supreme Court ruling, and Trudeau's like, everyone come to Canada for your abortions. You can get abortions here. So like that seems to be what his whole, that's how he wants to position Canada, like the not America. I
mean, it's worked 3 times already.
Has it though?
He won 3 times.
Did he? What did he win, Dale?
The chance to be the hairdo that stands behind a podium and pretends he's in charge. Oh, he's going to win again. He's going to win again. You think
don't we have fucking term limits in Canada?
No, we don't. Yeah. And my boy's young. He's got that good Fidel Castro genes in him. He's going to live for fucking ever.
Castro genes. Jesus.
But did you see what PP Polivier did on TikTok? He's like, I'm not going to let anybody who's in the Economic World Forum be in my party. And then everybody was like, wait, rich people run all the countries, politics, right?
Yeah.
You definitely just signed your death warrant. You're not winning anything now.
Yeah, that was done. Yeah. Is he Pierre?
Just call him PP Polivier because I don't.
Little PP. He's not Polivier? He's not.
He's not the leader yet.
He's not the leader. He's not gonna be the leader. That guy is so fucking unelectable. That guy is that guy is like, and you've seen like every time he opens his mouth, it's for like a slim margin of Canadians that like read Rebel News and like believe in QAnon and like all that like fringe shit that is still fringe here in Canada, thankfully. And that's his base. And you have to think that like there are still moderate conservatives in Canada, and I do not think that they would vote for him.
If there's pearl clutchers conservatives anywhere, it's in Canada. I think Trudeau's just paying him to run to just fucking fuck shit up and wreck the vote, because all Poilievre is gonna do is like take all the crazies and be like, you don't want to vote for these rational pussies with common sense. You want to vote me, the madman. You know how you were saying Trudeau's like, I'm not the US. That's his whole point. Pierre Poilievre's like, I'm like a Canadian French Trump.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we want to do the elephant in the room?
What's the elephant in the room?
That the U.S. Supreme Court voted 6-3 last week to make it illegal to be a woman in the United States of America.
Up. To be pedantic, they only made it so that each state could make it illegal to be a woman. And a lot of these states that had trigger laws, which we had talked about, you informed me of what they were on the podcast like 2 years ago that I had no idea. They went into effect in like 3 states. I don't know how many had them, but
no, I think it's up to like 12 now.
Yeah. But like some states can still have legal abortions, can't they?
Yeah. So they're leaving it up to states to decide. Yeah. So they overturned Roe V Wade, which basically said that Americans had a constitutional protection when it came to health, so that nobody could make abortion illegal. Mm-hmm. And because they are conservatives and they are like constitutional literalists, they're like, well, actually, it doesn't fucking say that at all. It says nothing about abortion. So we're just gonna, chuck it over to the states and let the states decide, knowing full well that like a not insignificant portion of the country will immediately make abortion illegal.
So I have a couple questions about this. How long has Roe v. Wade been the precedent in the States?
79, I want to say. I'm Googling it.
So Roe v. Wade, which I don't know if people know this because I'm not.
73.
Okay. In 1973, a political case in the Supreme Court was won, but it was never made a law. It was always just legal precedent. So It wasn't a law. So like, and actually Obama in like 2007, I think he said, he's like, one of his campaigning promises was he was going to ratify.
He was going to codify it. Yeah. And they had
codify it, make it a law. And they've had almost exactly 50 years since it came. 49 years. This legal precedent stood without any Democrat being like, this would be a pretty good law. So they couldn't just overturn it.
It's so annoying seeing, because the Democrats are like, you saw their reaction to the news was like, oh my God, in order to prevent this from happening, you need to vote more Democrats in. And you're like, motherfuckers, do you not know who holds the office of the president right now? It's the Democrats. So, and they've held it. So it was Barack Obama, one-term Donald Trump, and then Joe Biden. So Democratic presidents have controlled, at one point they controlled the fucking the House, the Senate, and the presidency, and they still didn't do it. And here's they didn't elect a Supreme Court justice when they had a chance.
Obama was like, I could put in one of my guys, but I feel like that would be wrong. And then Donald Trump came in. He's like, my guy.
Well, I don't think they could, because the Republicans were in control of the House at that point. And like, so when that was going on, it was like, 2 months before the election. And Mitch McConnell, that fucking weasel-faced shitbrain, was
that the guy who looks like a water balloon full of blood and fat?
Yeah, he looks like a little shriveled, like Weasley, and he's got glasses, and he just,
Is he the fat guy who looks like a sweating Southern lawyer? I'm going to Google a picture of him.
Thinking Chris Christie.
Oh, yeah, that guy is fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now that the Overton window's shifted back, I can call people fat again.
No,
can't. Open season. PC culture's dead.
No.
Woke with, bro. I can say whatever I want.
No, that's not.
Chris Christie's fat.
So here's the problem with this ruling is, there's tons of problems with it. The problem with the Democrats was that they did nothing to stop this, despite having a ton of fucking opportunity. What?
Dude, Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Remember Pan's Labyrinth?
That's what I was.
The guy with the eyes?
Yeah.
That's who Mitch McConnell looks like.
Yeah, he does.
He's the creepiest looking guy ever. Sorry, I stepped right.
Anyway, so they had basically said that like there was a 0% chance they would approve the Democratic nominee for president or for the Supreme Court. And then, poor timing, but they had the chance to stuff the Trump got to nominate 2 Supreme Court justices, both of whom were very conservative, which gave them the majority. And now it's fucking open season. They're saying they're going to be coming for like gay rights first and like overturning that. And I can see them doing that, but the way they'll do it is through this bullshit states' rights argument saying that like that. And here's the thing I don't really understand legally about it is that like, it's still an infringement on personal liberty if it's a state government doing the infringing. It's not like that makes it. It's like we can have a federal guarantee in the Constitution for personal liberty. And then if the states want to fuck that up, whoa, what can we do about it? We said the states were okay. So it's like, I'm very much like, especially because the Supreme Court had like ruled like 3 days before this or something that there was a federal constitutionally guaranteed freedom to in defense of the Second Amendment. So they were like, we're not gonna leave it to the states whether they enact gun control or not, but we are gonna leave it to the states whether they ban abortion. Yeah,
like isn't the whole point of the Second Amendment that you can defend your rights if the government oversteps or something, like say what happened right after the federal government's like everybody gets guns, and then the Democrats are like, oh geez, they took one of our rights away that we really like. Too bad we don't conveniently have the power to get guns way more easily now.
Well, okay, I want to, hey, YouTube algorithm, don't go. Dale's definitely not advocating for anything.
No, anything don't even say I'm not.
And Supreme Court justices, he's definitely not doing that. So please don't ban us.
No, I didn't say Supreme Court justices.
What are you going to do? Force someone to give you an abortion at gunpoint?
No, be like, we have guns, give us back our rights to have abortions. And then the government will be like, well, we wrote it down on a piece of paper already.
This piece of paper is fucking 300 years old.
We don't want to get the white out and change this.
Anyway.
I mean, it's terrible.
The whole situation is shitty. It's really fucking shitty.
Yeah, I don't want to belittle the states taking fifth wave feminism, kicking it in the dick and making them go back to second wave feminism in the 60s. That was the actual people who fought to get the right for abortions.
Well, it's like
and contraceptives and women's choices and stuff.
Yeah.
So they kicked back feminism like 50 years.
You've undone so much progress and set off a whole fucking tidal wave of forthcoming social and health issues by doing this, particularly in those states that will be rendering abortion illegal. So I just want to go on record saying that there are people much smarter than both of us out there with opinions on it. But here at Outrage Factory, we strongly believe that abortion and healthcare is a human right. So
yeah,
thanks for agreeing with me, even though I know you were paying attention to 10% of it.
I got a text from past guest Zulu Panda, Wesley David Scott. I hope I said that right.
That's him.
He's going to be performing at the Morrissey this Thursday at 10 p.m. And you know what? I can go because it's a long weekend. I have a strict school night concert ruling because I'm old as fuck and I get tired. But I'm going to go this one and you should all too. But not too many because I hate when music venues are too busy and people bump into me. I would
at
rather
the Marcy. That used to be like the Marcy was our.
That was our
spot.
haunt.
That was our spot.
You could say, yeah, when we were young. By 5 years.
We certainly weren't young.
Lives. No, we weren't.
No.
We were still in our 30s.
We were not.
But that was back in the golden days when we had 2-day hangovers instead of 3-day hangovers.
And now I have 0-day hangovers because
dude, I don't know. I keep saying it, but I'm not sober, but I don't drink or get drunk anymore. And it is magnificent.
Yeah, it's fucking
Although
great.
A couple months ago, I had 3 beers at once for the first time in like 3 years, and I felt it. I didn't get drunk though, but I was like,
that would be less great. Yeah, but you feel it, right?
Yeah. Now, I woke up and I was like, why do I feel sick? And I was like, oh, I had 3 beers last night.
Now I'm always, because I haven't had a single drink in 7 or 8 years, and I'm always like, I wonder what, like,
congratulations,
if I just had like one regular beer, what that would do to me. Like, what would I wake up feeling like?
Oh yeah, dude.
If I did that,
the worst is you probably feel fine because your body would be like, we don't know how to get rid of this shit. We haven't had to deal with this for 8 years.
True, we're not. Your liver's not fucking beat into submit. I mean, mine probably is, just not by alcohol. It's by shitty food and bad takes.
Your liver would be like, who's that fucking QB who just came out of retirement who said he was going to retire?
Tom Brady?
Yeah. Your liver's like Tom Brady if he had retired for 8 years. It was like, I could still play. And then it would like have 1 drink. But if you had 2, you'd probably die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of
the Supreme Court, what's up?
Yeah, fuck the Supreme Court. I was just going to talk about how I'm always tired and stuff.
Diana Ross and the Supreme Court.
I have sleep apnea, which is good news for me because I thought I had low T because I'm always tired. And I was like, am I always tired because I'm old? Do I have low T? Is this some sort of long COVID? Or is this just what life is like now?
So you got to get one of them CPAP machines.
Oh, now? I've been getting one, son. I'm getting one. I go in at the end of July to get a fitting to like stick the things in my nose and sleep all
and that's
night
like,
with
it's
it.
not the whole fucking like mask like this, is it? Is it?
No, I think it's there's different styles. You could get the whole mask one if you're like fucking got supreme sleep apnea, I guess. I only have it like on the lower end of moderate, but I think you can also get it where it's just like, it looks like those old people with the oxygen tank where it just shoots oxygen into your body. But everybody be warned, I'm going to have more energy once I start this because
I'm looking forward to it.
Everybody who says they did it, they say like, oh, I got so much extra energy. And I'm like, you could just do stuff to have more energy? I thought I was just going to be like fucking tired for the rest of my life.
Sleep without stopping breathing.
I am so fucking pumped. Yeah. Maybe snore a little less.
Congrats on your diagnosis. Yeah, this from a guy who got fucking 3 months ago, got so offended that his girlfriend would have told us how badly he snores before we all slept in the same room at a bachelor
That was
party.
My dirty secret.
And proceeded to keep me up for fucking 6 hours with snoring to the point where I had to like wake up and walk out of our building and go sleep in like the mess hall at the
that is payback for our 20s when you used to snore and I didn't. But dude, no, I didn't get mad that she told you. I got mad that she told you, and then I was gonna have to like get effed on sleep arrangements.
Yeah,
I snore. She recorded me and I snore so fucking loud. Like, she played it for me. I'm like, did you turn the volume all the way? There's no way I'm this loud. Yeah. And she's like, yeah. You are. And I was like, how the fuck am I still alive? Like, how have you not killed me?
Yeah.
Because like, remember when I worked in the Bahamas for like 2 weeks or whatever?
Yeah.
I had to share a room with this guy who fucking snored as loud as me. And I was like, I could kill this guy right now. I liked him. He was like my favorite guy on the trip. And we like broed down and made fun of people that were working with us and stuff. And it was hilarious. But I was just like,
do you ever wonder
choke you till you stop snoring? I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to make you stop snoring.
Do you ever wonder if he's the one who gave you, who you caught sleep
apnea? I caught it from him. like some weirdo disease that they don't know how it works, like monkeypox.
Yeah. Weren't you on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Everyone catches diseases on a cruise ship.
It's true.
You caught
either that or a rave in Europe, where those are the only two places you get diseases. Yeah, look how many people got COVID on cruise ships.
I thought you were all of them. I thought you were leading us into a sweet segue there.
No,
but you weren't.
A segue about what?
I don't know. I was like, where's
he going with the place tonight?
Yeah.
I was also going to say, if I have more energy, then somehow I have a bunch of energy tonight, which is awesome.
Oh, wait, do we just want to talk about this other fucking
the thing you have highlighted that pertains to
the other Supreme Court thing,
super astute political thing about the Overton window and how I'm smart and no politics?
I think everyone freaking out over this needs to like chill the fuck out.
The coach one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because here's the thing. The Supreme Court also ruled that there was a coach who had been dismissed from his job, suspended, penalized, something. Yeah. For leading prayer at like center field on the football field after games, and then
was this after losses or wins?
And then retaliating. I don't know. Why not both?
Dude, I was thinking about this today. And you know what I thought? You know why people love praying so much? Because it's just like a different form of meditation. So if you were to say this coach was leading these kids on group meditation after the game to get their souls back down to normal levels after going to war on the football field, he would seem like a new age fucking hero.
Yeah.
But since you put the word God in there.
You put the word God. But if you were like, oh, we're just going to like huddle up and we're going to say like a mantra, or we're going to like align our chakras or something.
If you say instead of God, you say the spiritual cortex or vortex in my heart, which is your heart chakra, which if you won't want to sound like a tool and say chakras, just say spiritual or energy vortex. So if this guy was like, everybody come here.
If you want to seem cool and level-headed to people, to talk about the energy vortex in your heart.
It sounds way better than chakras. But if he got out like a big crystal and he's like, everybody touch this crystal with your peepees and we're going to pray and everybody's going to bring it down a notch and we're all going to use our inside voice. We had a very rough game today, boys. We're going to use our energy vortexes in our hearts and we're going to bring it down so we don't take this violence home. Nope. He had to say God, and then that automatically made it so bad.
Anyway. What happened? Was he fired?
You said he was dismissed, or he was put on leave, wasn't he?
He was
maybe next time we read the articles.
Side with the high school football coach in the First Amendment about prayer. The public school district violated the coach's free speech and free exercise rights when it prohibited from praying on the field after games. Yeah, religious. So they basically said that they were allowing secular speech, or like, you can give like a pep talk or fucking rally everyone, but you can't do a prayer on the field. So because this happened immediately after the overturning of Roe V Wade, all the culture war fucking idiots in the entire world either lost their shit and said, oh my God, we're under attack, or acted like, oh, conservatives can't just stop fucking winning because of the Supreme Court. And it was like, shut the fuck up, both of you. Like, I'm kind of in favor of this one. Like, I get it. I don't think a government entity, whether it be a school board or a fucking city hall or the federal government or whatever, should be able to tell people where and when it's okay to pray. If that's your thing. It's not my thing. If it's your thing, fucking cool. It didn't seem like he was doing it in a way that was like disruptive. Like, he wasn't being like, oh fuck, I got to call a timeout in the middle of the game and run onto the field and like lead a little prayer circle. It was like,
oh dude, it gets worse. He started kneeling just by himself, and then the students voluntarily joined him.
Yeah. Which again, like he's not
wasn't it Tebow who prayed before games?
Oh fuck yeah. It was Tebow all the time. Tebow loved to pray. That was his whole thing.
There's only one thing that matters about this guy praying in high school football did his team win?
Yeah.
If they won,
did God bless them?
Let him pray all he wants. If they kept losing, then he's some weird fundamentalist loser, get a new coach.
Did God bless him with victories?
Yeah. Dude, it's like if it's part of his coaching style and it works, then fuck, go ahead. Like if I had a son and he was on a high school football team and they're like, the coach makes us pray before every game. And I was like, does it help you play better? And then your son's like, yeah. And then you're like, then you're going to pray every fucking day because you got to win football because we live in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you always see, you see that shit all the time in professional sports. Like people, I think if you're being paid millions of dollars a year to play a game, you're probably a little more likely to believe in the existence of the God that put you there than if you have to fucking.
Yeah, that's what God died to me when I didn't get a multi-million dollar contract.
If God was real, would I be working a fucking middle management job in an office right now? I don't think so. We'd all be professional athletes. Mm-hmm. Everyone in the entire world would be on a professional sports team and we would all get paid millions of dollars.
And that's just how we do war. We play football till we killed each other, literally.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't see a huge problem with this. I can see why people might lose their shit a little bit. But like this seems to be kind of a non-issue compared to the other one. And like I'm kind of an absolutist in this. It's like, yeah, cool, let the coach do this because we said that it was okay for guys like Colin Kaepernick or whoever to do their protests, which I'm also down with. It's like fucking let people fucking express themselves without having to what?
I just thought of the best
protest
ever. During the national anthem, you kneel and pray.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna say shit.
Well, that's actually that's a gotcha for sure, right? Like you kneel. What was it? Did I tell you this? I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but in grade 7, I was with a kid and there was like a school assembly and we all stood up and we were singing the national anthem, except this one kid stayed sitting down and my teacher came up to him and just slapped him in the back of the head because it was the 90s and you could do that sort of thing. And he started fucking crying and like left the she thought he was just being a little shithead. She ended up getting fired because he was a Jehovah's Witness. He was a Jehovah's Witness and you don't sing national anthems when you're a Jehovah's Witness, apparently.
What? Yeah. You're not proud to live in a country?
You just you don't sing. I don't think they sing happy birthday either.
No, they don't celebrate birthdays.
Yeah, you don't celebrate birthdays. I don't think they celebrate countries.
Or Christmas.
Or nothing.
Wait, you know who they Morons. So ass backwards. Yeah, this 14-year-old kid, he had some fucking gold plates and a hat. Now we don't sing the national anthem. Got a problem with that? It makes total sense.
No, you're thinking Mormonism.
Yeah, didn't you? Oh, yeah, you said Jehovah's Witness. Sorry, guys.
Dude,
I got my wires crossed on weird Christian cults. I'm sorry.
Do Jehovah's Witness stand for the national anthem? They believe their allegiance belongs to God's kingdom, which they view as an actual government. Oh, interesting. They refrain from saluting. Yeah. They refrain.
Who's the president, God or Jesus?
God. Oh, good question. It would be like God would be the president, and then Jesus would be the prime minister. I bet.
Oh, or would God be the king or the queen?
Okay, hold on. We're gonna learn some shit. I'm gonna read a Wikipedia.
Let's learn some shit about JWs.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
They're gonna be so fucking jazzed if they watch this.
Yeah. Hey, Jehovah's Witnesses, if you want us to talk about how fucking great your God government is, Feel free to hook us up with some sponsorship dollars, and we'll talk about you every episode. Every single episode.
Officially sponsored by JWs. They'll probably be like, oh, you got to stop calling us JWs.
Get the JWs.
But also, if any JWs want to do that thing where they come to your door and talk to you about God, I have a whole bunch of questions about Gnosticism that I just researched Gnosticism. I want to see if you have the answers. No, I want a JW to come talk to me so I can ask them the question.
Save it for the Dale Show. Okay. This actually makes a good point. They refrain from saluting.
Real time Derek being indoctrinated into the JW cult.
They refrain from saluting the flag of any country or singing nationalistic songs.
So they're communists.
Wait. Because they believe that saluting the flag or singing national anthems are forms of worship. And you know what? They ain't wrong. That's exactly what they are. That is how they treat the anthem. In Canada, we're a little more like blasé about it. But in America, for sure, the national anthem is like, and the flag are fucking sacred, and you have to worship them. So
JW was like, it's like if you took everything about being pedantic and made it a religion. It would be Jehovah's Witness. They're like, actually, saluting is a form of worship.
Well, so here's the other. They also refuse to participate in military service, even when it is compulsory, and do not become involved in politics. Dude, this religion is sounding better to me all the time.
Do they still have to pay taxes?
Well, probably not if they're a church, but like,
does the military save them if a foreign country invades? Are they like, you don't want military, you don't want to do military shit, you don't get military shit?
Whoa. Do you know that the Jehovah's Witnesses, plural, are responsible for the creation of the Canadian Charter of Rights?
What? It sounds made up.
One of the results of the witnesses' legal battles was the long process of discussion and debate that led to the Charter of Rights, which is now part of the fundamental law of Canada.
So they're like, a JW was like, I feel like we should talk about this more. And then some politician was like, you know what? I got a couple days. Let's just fucking talk it out, bro. And then they came up with the Charter of Rights and Freedoms in 1867.
What? No.
When was the Charter of Rights of? Oh, that was when Canada became a country. When the Charter of Rights and Freedoms gets made?
Significantly later than that, wasn't it? Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I don't know. Was it 1867?
Was Dale right?
Oh no, it was the Constitution Act, 1982. There you go.
82.
Hey, guess what? Nobody had fucking freedoms. Nobody had any freedoms in Canada until 1982. Until
40
then,
years ago, a JW did
oppressed.
A thing.
We were very, very oppressed.
Wait, what was it? What's the actual act they did?
The Constitution, the Canadian Constitution.
We didn't have a constitution before 40 years ago?
No.
Dude, our country is so podunk.
It's a baby.
Dude, we still have a mom.
Oh no, wait. We had the original Constitution Act in 1867. And then there was one and then there was a new one, the Canada Act and the Constitution Act in 1982. But that was when the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms was introduced in 1982.
The things you learn on Outrage Factory.
Look at us. Hey, what an educational episode.
Yeah.
I'm for real converting to Jehovah's Witness. That sounds dope. Wait, don't you have to do like public preaching and stuff or something too?
Oh yeah, like the witness part of Jehovah's. You have to go witness Jehovah to other people. That's why they knock on doors.
Oh, they're the ones that go door to door, right?
Oh, aren't they the ones who get their own fucking planet when they die?
I don't know.
This is sounding better and better.
Witnesses get,
or is that Mormons? That might be Mormons again.
Planet.
Fuck. I don't know. You go JW, I'll go Mormon, because if Mormons get their own planet and they get to see gold tablets and talk to angels, that sounds pretty badass.
What do Jehovah's Witnesses believe?
What do they believe, sir?
They're what is this? This is the official.
Are Jehovah's Witnesses allowed to use the internet?
They are. I think so. I mean,
are we going to get hate mail from the local chapter Jehovah's Witnesses?
They have a website. They're not Amish. They are not. They are not pro gay marriage. So that's a strike.
Didn't see that coming.
We adhere to God's original standard of marriage as the union of one man and one woman with sexual immorality. Oh, sexual immorality being the only valid basis for divorce. So if your husband beats you or, is just generally shitty.
Do they believe in sodomy?
What? Why? I don't think that's going to be on their homepage, Dale.
It should be if they want to get members now. They're like, you can do sodomy, but you have to be married and she has to be into it. Otherwise, it's sexual immorality.
We are globally united in our beliefs. We also work hard to have no social, ethnic, racial, or class divisions. How utopian.
Class divisions. I'm down with that. None of those.
They're not allowed to take blood transfusions. Oh, that's right. There was that whole thing where Jehovah's Witnesses were dying because they refused blood transfusions in like hospitals and shit. Okay, well, I'm done learning about this.
Oh, so you don't want to be a JW now because you like getting medical attention and surviving?
No, it was the anti-gay marriage. I was like, oh.
Wait, did JWs get the vaccine?
No, I don't think they could.
So there's no JWs with a federal job right now.
Can Jehovah's Witnesses get vaccinated? No. I don't. This makes for shitty podcast. So we can always.
No, I think everybody wants to know what people think about the Jehovah's Witnesses. It's been a pretty Jehovah's Witness heavy podcast.
Yeah, we're kind of going all over the place. We're like Christian fundamentalism, and then Jehovah's Witness. What's going to be our next religion, Dale?
Well, you said I'm not allowed to talk about Gnosticism.
You're not on this one.
Although I want to take a piece of Gnosticism and talk about that coach, because Gnosticism, one of the core beliefs is that the Old Testament God is false and everybody has a piece of like the bigger God inside of them. So he could have just said your divine spirit inside of you and pray that way. Would that still count as religion?
You just had to find a way to work that in, didn't you?
Because I've been thinking about all I think about now is Gnosticism.
You're like
badass, dude. It's Christianity without any of the shit. It's like all the Old Testament bad God stuff is gone.
I knew he was going to talk about
fucking bro down with Jesus. Let's party. Each and every one of you special. You have a shining light inside of you. Use your heart light, Derek.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about
it. What else we got?
Do you want to switch gears and drop the tranny basically in the middle of the highway and go with something crazy different?
Sure.
This Burger King employee gets a goodie bag for 27 years of service, and he posted it and he's like, this is what loyalty gets you. And he seemed pumped on it, which I'm okay with.
He was sweet about it. It was a shit gift. It wasn't just 27 years of loyalty. It was this dude has worked for this Burger King for 27 years and he has never taken a sick day. He has never missed a shift in fucking 27 years. No matter what was going on in his life, he was there working at Burger King.
And you know what? If he liked the gift, then it's good enough. Don't fucking shame this guy's gift. He was proud of it. That's awesome. You don't have to go out of your way and make him feel bad just so that you can shit on Burger King.
So this guy worked for Burger King for 27 years and he received, in exchange for 27 years of service, he received a movie ticket, a bag of Reese's Pieces, a clear Starbucks tumbler, a lanyard, 2 pens.
Dude, Starbucks tumblers are worth like $20.
Hey, he did pretty good.
2 pens?
2 pens.
He can write 2 love notes.
Not 1 pen. He can, if he loses a pen, guess what? He's got another one. He's got another pen.
He could put his movie ticket in his lanyard. Fucking sounds pretty sweet to me.
Also, a couple of keychains.
Oh, goddamn.
2 keychains.
One for every key.
2 keychains and 2 packs of lifesavers.
Nice.
So here's the thing.
What I have to say?
Yeah.
They could have just gave him nothing. How would people feel about that?
Well, so
he's like, I worked here 27 years without missing a day. And they're like, cool. This is a fast food restaurant. We don't give anybody shit. But they're like, you know what? We'll give you some shit. Here's some shit.
I don't even think it came from the higher ups. I feel like this is something that the other employees at the store pitched in to get him. And maybe it was like they were being thoughtful and it was all his favorite things. Maybe he loves fucking Reese's Pieces. And the nice thing about this is this guy was seemed genuinely happy with it and was very sweet and didn't post any anything shit talking it. This man, what's his fucking name? Whatever it is, Mr. 27
Burger
years
King employee. 27
years of service at a fucking Burger King, never took a sick day, which at a fast food restaurant, easiest thing in the world to take a sick day. All the other employees are fucking 14 and wildly irresponsible and show up for their shifts less than half the time. Sir, you did not have to do that. And then you're grateful for this shit gift, unless your coworkers got it for you as a thoughtful gesture, in which case it's a good gift. But if that came from corporate, it's a shit gift. And you're happy about it. What a guy.
You know what I gotta say? This guy's a fucking hero. If it's not for this guy, society doesn't run.
For real.
Like you said,
everybody
just fucking skips out on work. They're like, fuck this job. I don't care. I'm out. This guy's 27 years later. He's like, I'm going every day. It's enough for me. I don't need much. I'm a humble man. I like God and $27 worth of trinkets. That's all I want in life. Good. You can have it. You know who's more satisfied than this guy? Nobody. Because all he wants is his job at Burger King, and he's got that. What would it take to make you this happy, Derek?
Now he also has $250,000.
Why?
Because someone who saw the video went and started a GoFundMe. Kevin Ford is his name. Someone who saw the video went and started a GoFundMe to raise.
It was a video?
To raise money for him. Yeah. His daughter started a GoFundMe page noting how through decades of hard work. So his daughter, who's fucking wise, saw this shit going viral and started a GoFundMe for her dad and managed to raise more than $220,000 has been raised within 7 days. So
you know what I hope he buys with that? Something fucking ridiculous.
How many?
I hope he buys a Viper.
I hope he buys
a Dodge Viper. Old one.
How funny would it be if he takes the whole $220,000 and he buys pens, keychains, movie tickets, peanut butter cups, Starbucks tumblers, just 220 grand of that shit and puts it in a fucking fills a house with it. And he's like, this is the shit I love.
That would be so fucking great. I love it. Also, this guy raised a daughter on a Burger King job. He's more of a hero now.
Yeah.
When you said he had a job for 27 years at a Burger King, I was thinking maybe he wasn't the family type. Maybe he was a guy who just couldn't get much going on. But he has a family. He has a daughter who loves him enough to start a GoFundMe. This guy, I like this guy. What was his name?
Kevin Ford.
We should all go out of our way to make Kevin Ford feel better about himself instead of being shitheads and telling him what he likes is shit.
You know what's impressive about this? Is that this guy has been a internet famous for a week.
Yeah.
And no one has
milkshake ducked him.
No one has milkshake ducked him yet. And you gotta know, there's gotta be. There's gotta be. We all got. He was
too busy at Burger King to cheat on his wife.
We all got milkshakes. Well, here's a story. So he was just the daughter who created the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was like, well, this could be shady. She created the GoFundMe so that they could raise money so that he could visit his grandchildren, who he hasn't seen after 4 years.
Aww.
But it just turns out that it was because he couldn't afford to do it because he worked at Burger King. So,
but you're slipping a bit, but you're still my hero. I still like him.
It means a lot to us.
Hey,
my dad deserves the world.
If people other than me sacrifice their lives just so I could get Burger King at midnight if I have a craving, that's what we need.
You know what?
This guy is pulling himself up by his bootstraps.
You know what I haven't had in a while?
Burger King?
But like specifically the Burger King chicken sandwich, which was always like the elongated one.
Yeah,
that was always really fucking good. That was like my go-to chicken sandwich. And then the BK Big Fish also.
Yeah, man, the BK Big Fish.
Great fast food fish sandwich.
Dude, I just had a Whopper like probably 2 months ago. And I was like, God damn, this is actually way better than I thought it was. I was like, I'm just going to get fast food. I don't give a fuck. It'll taste shitty. And then I had it and I was like, it's not like restaurant burger good, but it's better than I thought I was expecting.
Yeah, it's like I always feel like Burger King was like a tier above. It's like McDonald's is like shit tier. And then we got A&W, Wendy's, Burger King, Arby's. What am I missing in there?
A whole bunch of stuff. Wendy's is very high up there, but Burger King.
Wendy's is good as fuck.
You know what? Burger King's probably my favorite because they have the chicken fries and their actual fries.
They do. You're right.
They have the best fast food fries. I'll say it. I don't care what anybody says.
You ain't wrong.
Come at me, bros. And what was that guy's name again?
Kevin Ford.
Kevin Ford gonna make me some fucking chicken fries.
I mean, maybe he'll quit it. Do you think
he's got 27 years of experience? No, he's not fucking quitting.
No, he seems like the kind of guy who, like, even if you gave him and you were like, here's $220,000, dude, he would be like, I love this job. I love the people I work with.
Yeah. He's one of those guys who's just like, these are my best friends.
These are my best friends.
He's one of those guys that when he retires, he gets a part-time job just because he can't not work.
Yeah. It gets him out there. Gets him out there talking to people. Gets him out of the house, greeting people at Walmart or fucking whatever.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, I want to hear what this guy has to say. 27 years behind a fryer. Yeah, he probably doesn't have much.
Yeah, I'm like, how many stories do you have working behind a deep fryer for 27 years? Like,
I mean,
I've seen some shit.
Yeah. I serve some shit.
I serve some shit.
Wait, if he's a grandpa.
We got time for one more story. What?
Okay. I was just saying, if he was a grandpa, where did he work before Burger King?
Just always Burger. What do you mean? Why would it have to be before Burger King? He's 54.
He's 54 and he's a grandpa?
Yeah.
God damn, son. That's like us being a grandpa in 12 years.
You could be a grandpa. Wait.
At 32.
Dude, in 12 years. 12 years from now?
Oh, yeah. Noah will be 21.
Yeah, Noah will be fucking 20. I could very well be a grandpa in 12 years. I hope
you're a grandpa.
Fuck you, Dale.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Grandpa Derek.
If I'm a grandpa in 12 years, I want a gift bag with a little bit of peanut butter cups, 2 keychains.
I will get you a clear plastic Starbucks tumbler if you're a grandpa. Oh, let's talk about this Qatar thing.
Okay.
As our last story. But finish your point that I cut.
No, I was just gonna, if like the people who got him the gift are like genuinely happy for him, or if they're like, what the fuck? Like, we were the ones who got him a shitty gift. Where's our $220,000?
I feel like they did because it's in the article. It says it was worth $27. So they actually put enough thought to make the years match the price. They're like, we're going to get you $27. You know what? I bet this guy's like the mascot that all the employees love. Like, he's probably like the friendly guy that they're like, it's like when you're a kid and you're at a job and you're like 20 and one of your friends at the job is like 50 and you like just laugh at all his old man jokes because you know he has a good heart.
Yeah.
That's this guy.
That's this guy.
That 100%. I keep forgetting his name. Fred?
Kevin Ford.
Kevin Ford. I don't know where Fred came from.
It's
sorry, Kevin. I forgot your name at least 6 times while we've been talking about this over 20 minutes.
That's fine. He has $220,000. He is absolutely not listening to this podcast.
Dude, I can't believe he didn't get $270,000.
Well, wait, let's see what the GoFundMe is up to.
Oh my God. It better be 270,000.
GoFundMe. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Kevin, 27 years. Serena Ford. Oh, it's up to $232,270.
Come on, guys.
Slowing
be
down
like
a bit.
Kevin, contribute, and so I don't have to.
Yeah, I think it's a cute idea. I'm not gonna. What is that in Canadian? Oh, almost 300,000 Canadian dollars.
Oh, goddamn.
All right, let's do this Qatar thing because I have opinions.
Oh, I have definite opinions that if I like soccer enough to care about going to Qatar to watch the World Cup, I would definitely be upset if I was single that I couldn't have sex with someone without going to jail. So, little info on this story. The headline is single football fans could face 7 years in jail for having sex during the Qatar World Cup. Yeah. So if you go to Qatar for the World Cup, why is FIFA having the World Cup in Qatar besides this? Qatar's in Saudi Arabia, right?
It is in that area. Yes.
What country is it in?
What? It is.
Is it the United Arab Emirates?
What? Qatar is the country.
Oh,
it's like a. You knew that.
No, I didn't. I thought Qatar was the city.
You knew it.
Wait, how big is Qatar?
You knew that. It's pretty little, I think.
I'm going to Google it. Okay, give me your opinion.
Okay.
I mean, I was about to go to Qatar and watch soccer, but now that I can't have sex.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Qatar is like, so there's all these fucking professional sports bodies that are tripping over their own dicks to hold events in wealthy Middle Eastern nations like Qatar and like the United Arab Emirates. And what's up?
Guess how many people live there?
I don't know, like 400,000.
2,979,000.
Okay.
More people live in British Columbia. More people live in the greater Vancouver area than live in Qatar.
Which, speaking of, you have you have 4 years to become a soccer fan because we will be hosting World Cup matches here in
I'm moving.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Okay.
I moved right before the Olympics because I didn't want to deal with it. I'm going to move before the World Cup.
I mean, we're not going to have any of the like good games here, but we will have World Cup games here, which will be pretty dope.
Where are they all going to be spread around? Because I know they're going to have some in Vancouver.
They're all through. So Vancouver, Toronto.
Yeah.
Montreal, maybe. Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, New York, and
what?
Kansas City or something?
Does the rest of the fucking world know how far apart all these cities are? They're going to make people play soccer games in places that are 8-hour flights apart.
Oh, 16 cities. Well, no, because it's going to be like, because it's just going to be the round robin games will be. So each group will probably be localized in one city. So there's not going to be any like intercity travel for them. It's going to be like all the round robin games for Group A will be held in Vancouver. And
I have a question.
Yes.
Do we know which group Canada's in and which city they'll be playing all their games in?
We don't even know if Canada will be making it. Although,
what?
I have to wonder if the host countries automatically get in?
They should. Although this is 2 host countries.
3.
Is Qatar in this one?
Okay, so it's
in Mexico too.
Yeah, Mexico City,
Jesus
New York,
Christ.
Dallas, Kansas City, Houston, Los Angeles, Seattle, Philadelphia, Atlanta, San Francisco, Boston, Miami, Vancouver, Monterey, Guadalajara, Toronto. 16 cities.
Let me see. Flight from Toronto. What's further away from Toronto, Guadalajara or Mexico City? I don't know how to spell Guadalajara, so it's Mexico City.
Mexico City, yeah, would be the furthest.
I don't want to put myself through that.
I don't think it's that far.
I'm gonna tell you how far it is because I feel like it's far. Actually, it's probably closer than Vancouver to Toronto.
Vancouver to Miami is I think probably the furthest leg of all.
Oh wait, these. Sorry, I didn't hear you say Miami.
Yeah,
I'll fucking go to Miami to watch. I'd go to Miami to watch soccer.
Oh, now you're a soccer. Okay, wait, can we get back to this Qatar thing?
Yeah. Can you talk while I Google or no?
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know you were still Googling.
Can you talk while I'm making my Google face?
So all these sports and like the F1, it was funny because when Russia did the Ukraine, which is still going on, fucking where's your blue and yellow fucking profile pictures now, idiots?
Eric, I'm JW. I can't post a blue and yellow.
Everyone like Formula One went and turned around and like canceled the Russian Grand Prix, and they were like, we can't stand with these human rights injustices, and they're invading this guy. Meanwhile, it's like, okay, you have a Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, you have a Azerbaijan Grand Prix, you have a races in like Abu Dhabi, and
yeah, dude, they probably
Dubai,
have a fucking F1 event through the Uyghur Muslim camps.
It's fucking
that's how much they don't care.
Like, it's like, but that's the thing, is that like if you throw enough money and all these places are courting, and it's very similar to what like NBA and NHL trying to go into China because they were like, we want a piece of that Chinese market. It's like the entire Middle East is just flush with fucking cash. So Qatar does not make a ton of fucking sense for a World Cup event because it's like very
well, they won't even let heterosexual people have sex without going to jail. So you can imagine where they stand.
Well, they've also said they've also said that if they see people like flying gay flags or protesting anything while they're in Qatar, you're going straight to jail. And it's not going to be a fun jail, and you're probably going to be there for a indeterminate amount of time.
Please,
so it's just like,
if you're going to Qatar, don't protest anything because it is a terrible country for human rights and you will not have a good time. Like Derek said.
So country prohibits anyone from having sex outside of marriage. Qatar also has a strict no drinking in public law. Moreover, the country prohibits anyone from being publicly intoxicated. Public affection between men and women is a crime. And
you can't even do PDAs?
You can't even do PDAs, and no one is allowed to wear excessively revealing clothing in public.
I thought you were going to say excessively obnoxious clothes, like white Yeezys with black socks. I'm like, I'm up for that law.
No, you could probably wear that.
That's just something I saw. I saw a guy today at BCIT wearing white Yeezys, black socks, and a white bucket hat.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even a hipster. He was just some dude.
I believe it.
And I was like, bro, you're making this old man so angry and you don't even know.
Yeah, but this is going to be like the least fun fun World Cup ever. Like,
they're not even going to drink alcohol out. Oh, it's not a cup. It's a ball, isn't it?
Out of the they're not going to be able to fucking like,
dude, that is the weakest ridiculous. Trophy.
Fucking ridiculous.
This tall. The trophy's like
no
this tall.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture. It's my hands just like increased.
Is that true?
It's like, it looks like it's about 2 feet tall, unless this guy holding it has exceptionally large hands. And it just looks like crumpled like gold foil with a softball in top.
Yeah,
that's the world.
It's not that impressive. I mean, it's not. I was gonna say it's not as impressive as the Stanley Cup, but the Stanley Cup got the ever living shit beat out of it by the Colorado Avalanche last week. So
yeah, this looks like it could be a prop in Clue. It's like, killed in the fucking foyer with the World Cup trophy.
World Cup.
You can wield this with one hand. That's how tiny it is. You cannot have a trophy you could pick up with one hand. Otherwise, it's just bullshit.
But
or you said, the Stanley Cup, who Johnson can't hold with 2 hands.
Or 2 hands. It makes you topple over because it's so heavy. It smash it on the ice. Sports, like major sports bodies, stop courting, Middle Eastern money by holding events in fundamentalist Muslim nations because that's just like, hey, they don't have really fantastic human rights records, and we kind of want to take a stand against countries that don't do that.
We should. I bet they don't have abortions in Qatar. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck. I'm going to watch, 18 hours of soccer broadcast from a country that's, wait, do they?
Do they have abortions?
Well, are abortions, we're going to go on to our 4th religion of the day.
Yeah.
Are abortions legal in
Muslims? It's not even in Muslims. I don't even think it has to do with Islam as much as it has to do with Qatar.
Interesting.
What?
Although opinions I am learning so much about religion today. Although
much easier to hate the religions when you don't know anything about them.
It really is. Be like, oh, fuck, they share, they're as bad as the fundamentalist Christians. Turns out they're not. Although opinions among Islamic scholars differ over when a pregnancy can be terminated, there are no explicit prohibitions on a woman's right to abort under Islamic law. Huh.
You want to know something else interesting about Islam and Muslims? Look up a guy named Saladin. Okay. He's basically the guy who united all the Muslims and beat the Templar Knights during the Crusades. He is fucking OG. He's such a badass, man. And when they were the Templar Knights, they went down to the bottom of the Mediterranean Ocean or whatever, sea, whatever it's called. And they're fighting the Muslims there. And when the Templar Knights fell into the water, they just drowned. And you know what the Muslims did? They had this system where all their armor, if they fell in the water, they would just turn upside down and the armor would just slip off because they're fucking dope. I want to see movies about these people.
It would explode an inflatable raft out around them and then lift them to the surface.
They kick the ever-loving shit out of the Templar Knights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dale show.
No. That I did 3 episodes on the Templar Knights. I'm just saying, because you're like, oh, I didn't know that I didn't know that the Muslims were this free on their ideas about their abortions. And I was just telling you something else that is also cool.
Thanks, Dale.
Yeah. And I might have said Saladin's name wrong. And I'm sorry if I did. It might be Saladin or Saladin.
Saladin.
It's hard to know from print.
The former Sultan of Egypt?
Maybe.
Yeah, the first Sultan of both Egypt and Syria. Sweet. Okay,
yeah,
I got a Wikipedia article to read later.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey everyone.
We done? We done with Qatar?
I'm done. I'm done with all of it.
I'm done
with this whole fucking episode.
How about this? Dale doesn't play Qatar.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in for this episode of Outrage Factory, the podcast where we look at the things that make people mad online this week and have explained why they're done for caring. I've been your co-host, Derek Boland. You can follow me on the internet at Herder.
I've been Dale DeRuiter. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at SuperDaleBot.
Follow us on the Twitter machine at Outrage Fact Pod. If you're watching this on Facebook, you are I mouth butted my microphone there. Did it get super loud? I was like, bam. If you're watching this on Facebook, you already know where to find us there. But if you don't, head on over to facebook.com/OutrageFactPod, I think, and us. And then you can see our extremely handsome faces when we live stream.
Or go to YouTube, just search Outrage Factory. You can see that. Yeah. Oh, and I wanted to bring it up. I was talking on Twitter about how I'm working on a new logo. You want a soft reveal?
Do I? Oh, god damn.
So this is the drawing I did. It was a skull, and then it's supposed to look like those old school, like the smiley face skulls.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take that, and then I'm gonna put Outrage Factory or something around it. But you know what I'm thinking? I was gonna put as
Now
writing on top.
Reveal.
Yeah, I was going to put Outrage Factory on the bottom. Guess what I'm going to put on top?
What?
Hang lose. It's my favorite saying of all time.
Hang it loose. Instead of hang loose.
Yeah, because it's like, it's so funny. All my welding gloves at work, I write hang lose because you only have 4 letters.
That's fucking amazing. Hey, make sure you head on over to our merch store on Redbubble.
Yeah, you can actually get just that picture I showed you. You can get it on something right now in the Redbubble store, but I'm going to add the Outrage Factory livery to it. And I'm going to make new mugs.
Yeah. Don't let them sell.
New mugs are coming, baby.
Don't sell that shit without the fucking brand, bro.
Buy some mugs, B-words.
Yeah. If you've been a guest on our podcast before and you harass us like Amanda West did, we might even send you one for free.
Yeah. I have sent some out. I am not like, fuck, I forgot. Fred David? No, not Fred. It's not Fred. Fuck. Kevin David?
Kevin Ford?
Yeah, I'm not like Kevin Ford. I don't have 27 years of saved up Burger King finances to fund my Outrage Factory mug.
Yeah, we'll
collection.
Pick our way through them. Maybe you'll get them for birthday presents.
How many of those mugs could he buy with that $230,000?
Hey, Kevin Ford, if you're listening to this and you want to pay that shit forward, head on over to redbubble.com/outrage factory, maybe
Dalebot
/Dalebot, and throw all of that money into Outrage Factory mugs.
Shower curtains.
Give them your free. Yeah, buy the dope new design Dale just revealed.
Exactly.
All of it. Hey, if you like the podcast, please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you really like the podcast, go ahead and tell your friends about us, or even maybe share a link to this very episode on your social medias. And if you really, really like the podcast, again, go buy some merch. You can't go to the Patreon and give us money there because still doesn't exist. But I swear to God, sometime in 2022, I will.
You know what would be a perfect time to launch it? Is I'll make the new logos, and then we can set up a thing where it's like the different tiers of patronage on Patreon. You get different merch with the new logos.
God damn, that's a good idea. Look at this guy,
bro.
Mr. Internet over here.
Buy our shit.
Yeah, buy all of it. Buy us. We're for sale.
You
do
can definitely come shower us with money like we're strippers.
Yeah.
You probably paying us to keep our clothes on though at this point.
Although if you don't, we'll take that too. I'm desperate. Give me money for anything. There's nothing I won't do.
We don't want to work 27 years. We want to quit as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we are not loyal and we are not good employees.
There's no loyalty here. Until next week,
stay angry.
Boop, 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 boop.